In April 2003, Aron Ralston was not running from life, he was chasing it. A young, confident, and experienced outdoorsman, Aron loved the silence of mountains and the honesty of nature. For him, climbing and hiking were not hobbies, they were freedom. On that day, he headed alone into a remote canyon in Utah, believing it would be just another adventure, another memory carved into his soul. He did not leave a detailed plan. He did not tell anyone exactly where he was going. He trusted his skills, his instincts, and the idea that nature always rewards the brave. But nature does not reward. Nature only responds. As Aron climbed down into the narrow canyon, the walls grew taller, the light thinner, and the silence deeper. Every step echoed, every breath felt heavier, and then in a single, violent second, everything changed. A massive boulder shifted beneath his weight. It fell without warning, slamming his right arm against the canyon wall. The rock stopped. His arm did not move. At first, Aron did not panic. He laughed nervously. He tried to pull his arm free. He pushed the rock with his legs. He adjusted his body, searching for leverage. Nothing moved. The rock weighed more than 800 pounds. His arm was crushed, pinned, and completely trapped. Then silence returned, heavier than before. He shouted. His voice bounced off stone walls and came back empty. No hikers, no helicopters, no answers. Only the slow realization that he was alone, truly alone. Hours passed. The sun moved. Shadows changed. Aron's optimism slowly turned into concern. He rationed his water carefully. He measured time by the movement of light across the canyon walls. He kept thinking, someone will come. Someone always comes. Night fell. The temperature dropped. The canyon became a freezer of darkness. Aron's body shook uncontrollably. He tried to sleep standing up, his arms still trapped, pain pulsing through every nerve. He dreamed of escape. He woke to reality. Day 2 came with hunger and thirst. He drank less water. He ate small portions of food. He attempted again and again to free himself, using ropes, climbing tools, even trying to chip away at the rock. Nothing worked. His arm began to swell. The pain deepened, transforming from sharp to numb, from physical to psychological. By the 3rd day, Aron started talking to himself. He made jokes. He screamed in anger. He cried. He recorded video messages on his camera. Goodbye messages, messages to his parents, messages filled with apology, love, and regret. Regret for not telling anyone where he was going. Regret for believing he was invincible. The canyon listened. The canyon did not respond. Dehydration took hold. His mouth dried. His lips cracked. His body weakened. He began drinking his own urine, not out of desperation, but out of determination. His will to live had not died yet, but hope was bleeding out hour by hour. On the 4th day, Aron began hallucinating. He imagined conversations. He replayed moments from his life, childhood memories, laughter, faces. He imagined a future, a wife, a child, a life he had not yet lived. And suddenly, that imagined future felt more real than the stone crushing his arm. That was the moment something inside him changed. He understood the truth. No one was coming. The canyon was not a waiting room. It was a grave. On the 5th day, after 127 hours, Aron made the decision that would define his existence forever. A decision no human should ever have to make. A decision between identity and survival. To live, he had to sacrifice his arm. The thought did not come suddenly. It grew slowly, painfully. He tested the idea in his mind. He rejected it. He cried. He screamed. He prayed. But the math of survival was cruel and clear. His arm was already dying. Infection would kill him. Waiting would kill him. Only action offered a future. With a dull multi-tool, limited strength, and tears in his eyes, Aron prepared himself. He broke the bones of his own arm first, a pain so intense it shattered his screams into silence. Then he cut through muscle, nerves, and skin. The pain was beyond imagination, beyond language, but pain did not stop him, because the will to live is louder than fear. Bleeding heavily, barely conscious, Aron finally pulled himself free. He tied a tourniquet. He rappelled down the canyon wall using one arm. He walked miles through the desert, weak, dizzy, but alive. When he finally encountered other hikers, they stared in disbelief. Rescue arrived. Life returned. Aron Ralston survived. But survival was only the beginning. Recovery was brutal. Physical therapy, phantom pain, emotional trauma, learning to live in a world that suddenly looked different, learning to accept a body forever changed. Yet Aron refused to see himself as broken. He chose to see himself as reborn. He returned to the mountains. He climbed again. He lived louder than before. His story became a symbol, not of loss, but of courage. And